As William continued his work, in 2010 he started an association to help ex-prisoners, and he became the national chairman of Prisoners of Christ organisation of the Philippines, as he realised there was a need to help these inmates who had been released from New Bilibid Prison and to help them return to the free society. This work continues to this day, and at the same time as my visit in 2022, I attended the yearly gathering of the Prisoners of Christ organisation of the Philippines, and I became an honorary member. In order to further the work, I asked William to write his story of conversion from crime to Christ. I was really asking for a field manual for the benefit of other prison inmates who would be released in the future on how to go about teaching the gospel to men in their own towns and cities. As a result, we were able to produce and publish William Poloc's testimony in his book, Called from Darkness into His Marvellous Light, and we distributed 60 copies among all the 4 prisons that they work in. In 2023, the members of the Prisoners of Christ organisation Philippines discussed the regulations of their groups for its growth and order. They now have 18 regional leaders, and each leader is to appoint the leader of their province he covers for, and all records are to be kept of the ongoing work. It was from this group earlier this year we received a request to teach the doctrines of grace, or the Reformed faith, or monergistic theology. So William and I worked together to fund, produce, print and distribute 60 copies of Louis Berkhof's Systematic Theology, which has now been distributed to the POCOP group and pastors and teachers of Christ-centered churches. Louis Berkhof's Systematic Theology is the textbook adopted by the Theological Institute founded by William Poloc in Baguio, and it teaches the doctrines of grace. Here is just a few of those receiving copies of their book. Pastor Chris of Mind's View, Christ-Centered Mission Church, receiving his Berkhof Systematic Theology. And here we have Pastor Warren, standing from left, of ACC-MC, Pastor John Wayne of SECC-MC, and other POP members receiving their Berkhof Systematic Theology, including Sister Teresa, a wife of the POCOP member. And here's Pastor Paul and Pastor Ed receiving their copies of Louis Berkhof's Systematic Theology. Here are students of Baguio Theological Institute embarking on a 3-month study of certain sections of Louis Berkhof's Systematic Theology. And here is a letter from Lucas P. Dangatton, a letter of thanks, which reads, Dear Sir David, greetings in Jesus' name. I received 2 Berkhof's Systematic Theology books, one for me and one for the Bible School in Bilibid, from William Poloc when I went to Baguio last Sunday. Thank you very much. I know that this is an excellent reference book for teachers of Jerul Theological Institute inside maximum and medium security prison compounds. At present, Jerul Institute has 40 inmate teachers and 247 inmate students enrolled in this semester. The students of the Bible School within New Bilibid Prison are being taught the doctrines of the Reformers, and if released, they will be teaching the same to their congregation. I also wish to affiliate the ministry that I'm handling here in the prisons to your ministry. I have also downloaded the PDF book publications that you sent me, including those by Dr. John Gill, which I will be able to photocopy with the digital photocopier donated to me by my Canadian missionary friend, all of which can be used as teaching materials for the teachers and inmates of Jerul Theological Institute in New Bilibid. And I am also continuing the renovation work on the unfinished building that I wish to use for mission work as a multifunction building. I believe there are also Christ sheep here in this particular community that needs to be gathered through the preaching of the gospel. It could be the reason why I am brought here by the Lord. I hope you will agree with my proposal. I will be waiting your reply. Sir, may God bless you and you continue to serve God and his people. The most recent development regarding former inmates working as religious volunteers within New Bilibid Prison is the order issued by the Director of the Department of Justice, General Gregorio Pio P. Patakang Jr., is that Lucas Dangatton is the only ex-convict religious volunteer allowed to enter the New Bilibid Prison for ministerial work at all times, whereas all other ex-convict RVOs are only allowed to enter during holiday periods. On receiving Lucas's letter and request, I was moved with the desire to help and assist to continue this work entrusted to us and encourage William Poloc and Lucas Dangatton in their work. It is my desire to invite them both to England to see the Christian work being done in the various churches. I'm sure this will be appreciated. I'm sure that pastors and churches would be encouraged to hear the good work of God being done in the Philippines. The recent sad news from William Poloc is that Pastor Mario of Villa Foresta Christ Centre Church met with a car accident and passed away, and he has installed Pastor Lucas Dangatton as their pastor. Further to this, I've been invited by William to attend the yearly POCOP meeting of the Prisoners of Christ organisation this April 2024. The probable topic will be Proverbs 27:27, iron sharpens iron, or he would tackle Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 with a view on fellowship. 2 is better than 1. There are also some subject matters on monergistic salvation to be discussed. I think Romans 8:39 is a good subject matter to be discussed regarding the 5 golden links of salvation. Those attending are from Cagayan de Oro, Palawan, Metro Manila, Laguna Cavite, La Piñas, Metro Lupa, Pampanga, Zambales, Nova Vizcaya, Isabela, Carling, Mount Province, La Union, Ilocos, Benguet and Baguio City.